What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it, all right? It's the 29th of June, and here we are at about 17 cents, just below there. 8 hours left in the day. Looking like we are at a high point in this lower high trend, right? We're kind of at the upper ends of this. I didn't draw that line the best, but you can just see using your eyeballs that we're here right at this point where you'd expect to come down and find a lower low. If we were to find a lower low, it wouldn't be dramatic, right? It'd be just slightly lower. What makes sense to go? What would be a price that would make sense to go to? Probably this golden ratio zone here, right? If we were to move down, and assuming that we take like 4 days to do it, 3 days to do it, however long it is, if we were to go down, right, and take our time getting there, maybe it's Thursday next week. I mean, that just lines up pretty damn well with the golden ratio there. That's a pretty straight line right there. So something in that area, just below 14 cents, just above 13 cents, something in that area there is where I think we're going to go. Even if we go below 13 cents, everything's fine, guys. But Cookie DAO probably has a little bit lower price expectations ahead of it, okay? If we're looking at this on a 15-minute time frame, we're getting lower lows in the RSI, yes. Lower lows in the RSI here, lower lows in the price, lower highs, all that. Looking like we want to get oversold. We're at an area where we bounced before. I wouldn't be surprised if we did bounce. Maybe we go up to about 17.1 cents before we go down, but I am still expecting that we go down, right? Low to high here, relatively speaking. Golden ratio up to the 100. Yeah, 17, maybe 17.1, 17.15, something like that. And then down. Likely we do go down. That'd be the expectation. If we're looking at this on a 1 hour time frame, 1 hour RSI also looking bearish, right? Can't seem to get overbought. You're just rejecting it. That's a triple rejection. That's like a triple top on the RSI right there, guys. Triple top. When you're getting volume, you're not going anywhere, right? You had a little bit of volume here, it just didn't persist, and then all the volume spikes afterwards, they were wicks to the upside, and it didn't promote any growth. So you're likely going to come down. If we're looking at this from a high to a low here, golden ratio, double top, down to the 382, you're probably going to go lower. Yeah, you probably will. I would think at least go down to 16.5 cents, 16.4 cents. You're at 16.9 cents now, but I'm thinking, this golden ratio rejection, if you get below the 236, you get below 16.4 cents, that validates exactly what I've been saying for the past couple days, which is that we're going to be moving down to that 14 to 13 cent area, likely, right? Because when we take out this, then we take out this low here. If we get below that 236, the likelihood that we take out that low is high. If we're looking at this from a low to a high here, measuring that low to high, it's 15.3 cents, 14.7 cents on the small end. If we get into the deeper extensions, that's 14.2 cents to 13.1 cents, which lines up very well with that overall larger, more significant golden ratio fib zone that we were looking at in the beginning of the video. 1 hour RSI looks like it wants to go down. All that to say, yeah, looks like it wants to go down. I mean, we've got higher highs in the RSI over here than we did over here, and the price is literally lower in highs than it was over here. That's not a good look. You're producing more strength and getting less results, right? You're showing you're working harder and you're not getting as much for it, right? Looking at the 4 hour time frame here, rejecting the overbought zone, finding resistance at the 60. What is this here from a high to a low? Did we do this yet? Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, it's the golden ratio. What about this one? Low to high, golden ratio support. You're showing a lot of respect to that golden ratio. It would make so much sense. Right? You found support there from the low to high, from this high to low. You found resistance there. It would make a lot of sense that you're setting yourself up to go down to this golden ratio here at a low to a high here, and that's at about 13.2 to 11.7 cents, something like that. Yeah, right there where this golden ratio is. Maybe we go to 12.46 cents right in the middle, and we call it a day. I don't know, but something below 14 cents, right around 13 cents is what I'm thinking. At the lowest, like 11.7 cents, but you probably don't even get down that low. Daily RSI, and I just want to look real quick at the 4 hour again. Yeah, the 4 hour does not look too bullish, but it's very neutral. At an area that you would expect to find resistance, right? The last time that we found resistance in this area was back here. We found resistance, I guess, a little bit above it here, and that promoted some decay. But right here, that sent us down, right? Sent us down a good bit. If we were to see that same kind of movement, I mean, we'd move down to about 13 cents. Daily time frame here, looking at the daily RSI is in a downtrend of its own. It looks like it's at the upper ends of this downtrend. We'd go down to the oversold zone and complete this. I wouldn't even be surprised if by the time we get down there, right, we see the daily RSI in the oversold zone. Okay, we come back up and we find maybe we wick down here, but we close the day like somewhere up here. we come back down and we get a lower close but a higher low on the price, lower close with a higher low in the RSI, that'd be bullish divergence, and then we'd probably break out from there going into like the second week of July. That should be the breakout week. Probably not the first week of July. Depends on how fast we get this drop done with. I mean, if it happens between today and tomorrow, cool. Then we're good. We're set. We're ready to go in the first week of July. But if it takes like 4 or 5 days, like I think it will, it might be the second week that we're looking to break out of this downtrend. And when we do break out of this downtrend, we're going to see some spectacular growth in a very, very, very short amount of time. I'm actually curious about something real quick. I want to see. No, we'll do that. I'll do that whenever I'm not making a video. Low here to a high there. 0.5. No, we don't want that. We already know where we're going to go. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Weekly from a high to a low here. Come on. Golden ratio down to the 236 maybe, and then back up. So whenever we break out, which will probably be, again, not next week, but the week after, when we break out, we'll see a rapid recovery to 32 to 39 cents. I would expect we do. And then this time we'll find a higher low here in correspondence to the low that we're setting ourselves up for. We'll find support at the 0.5 and then likely break through, finding turbulence at 63 to 50 cents. The fact that this is our second attempt at the golden ratio 2 does up the chances that we can break through it. We very well could break through it, so don't anticipate that we will find resistance here, right? We very well could go to 50 to 63 cents instead. But whenever we get here to this 53 to 63 cent zone, I would anticipate a bounce back or pull back to the area that we found resistance here, continuing to grow, setting us up in the end of July and going into August for prices that are at $1.65 to $3.90. I don't believe we'll see prices above $3.90. I don't believe we'll see prices below $1.65. And personally, what I most believe is that we'll stop somewhere around $2.50 to $2.70 by some point in August there. Timing is not easy to get with these things, man, but that's kind of the expectation. That's the time frame that we're working with. I can't imagine it taking too much longer than that. Bitcoin's postured in a very bullish position right now, as is the rest of crypto, so we'll see how things go. But I got nothing else for you, all right? Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? It's a great time to buy, but I think if you wait a couple days, you're probably going to have a better opportunity to buy. And I'll be buying more if and when we get below 14 cents. I don't care. I'm not going to try to catch 13 cents, 12 cents, whatever. I'll buy as soon as I see the price below 14 cents. I'm going to hit that buy button. Unless I have reasons to believe that it'll go lower, but I'll probably let you guys know about that on that day anyway. So hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.